Grand Isle is a really enjoyable film. This was released in 2019. It's directed by Stephen S. Campanelli and it's written by Iver Jallah and Rich Ronat, and this stars Nicolas Cage, KaDee Strickland, Luke Benward, and Kelsey Grammer. And it's because of Kelsey Grammer that I became aware of this. He plays Detective Jones. I really like him in this role. He's not in it a tremendous amount. I wish personally he was in it a bit more, but he doesn't need to be in it more to tell the story. But I did like him in this. This focuses on a character called Buddy, who at the start of the film, or near the start of the film, is being interrogated by Detective Jones, accused of murder. And most of the rest of the film is told in flashbacks as we lead up to the events that led him to being accused. And I don't want to say too much about the specifics, of course, but it revolves around Walter and Fancy, played by Nicolas Cage and KaDee Strickland. Buddy is played by Luke Benward. And Walter and Fancy are very interesting characters. They're very intriguing. There's definitely something mysterious about them, and Walter in particular I thought was he was creepy. There's something about him that I didn't like, but I couldn't take my eyes off of him whenever he was on screen. There was just something about him, and I think all of the characters are very well written. The narrative is mostly very well written. It was definitely a little slow to begin with, and there are times when maybe the pace slows down a bit, but never to the point where I felt bored or anything. So the pacing generally is good, and the narrative flows well. The development of the narrative is good. I won't say what happens, of course, but I liked where it went. I feel like everything made sense within the context of the narrative, and I thought it was a pretty gripping story. The performances are really strong. Usually I don't care for films where they're mostly told in flashbacks. There are exceptions, but I prefer narratives to be linear, and that's not necessarily the case with this. Well, the flashbacks themselves are, of course, linear, but we do obviously occasionally cut to the interrogation with Detective Jones, but I don't think we bounced around too much. It wasn't jarring. It didn't constantly pull me out of the narrative, so I don't have any issues there. I liked it. I probably wouldn't watch it a second time. There are some thrillers where I want to watch it again with the knowledge of what happened and kind of pick it apart again. But with this one, for me, I think once is enough, but I enjoyed it. If you like a decent thriller with some great characters and solid performances, Grand Isle is one that I'm very happy to recommend. I watched it for Kelsey Grammer, but there were many other reasons why I was entertained. So pretty happy with it. For me, as a one-time watch, Grand Isle was a really good experience, and I'm really happy to recommend this one.